have various techniques nowadays that we try and incorporate in order to give you a real experience of the space, as real as we can do it in an animation form. So we've only just recently expanded into the virtual reality where you can actually stand within that space and experience that space as if you were standing in it. But this particular home, the planning looks very unassuming. But actually in 3D, now that the slabs are actually up because the home is in construction, it really has such a unique look and feel to it, which is something that we couldn't get across onto any of the plans or on any of the 3Ds that we had done at the time. So what we will do is we will give you a reveal of this home as it moves forward. At this point it's not quite complete, but we will find the right opportunity to share our view and vision with you there. In this particular home, we had quite a reverse slope that we had to deal with. So actually, as you enter the home, you have quite a slope away from where we are. There is a reasonable view from this. So you're trying to exploit the views as best as possible. And the biggest challenge that we have is how do you do a staircase that is hidden within the design that it doesn't feel like you're transitioning a staircase. And staircases are great as a feature, but when you are forced to actually utilize that staircase in order to transition between levels of a home, you don't want to make it feel like a staircase that you're walking down to. You want to make it feel like an experience that you're walking down. And in this particular case, we actually introduced the Atrium, and we split the staircase into two sections. So as you walk in, you actually transition down the stair halfway, and then it splits and walks around the Atrium, so that half of the staircase is actually hidden within the experience of walking around the Atrium. So initially you'll know obviously that you need to walk down the stairs, but as you walk down, you walk directly towards the Atrium. So the Atrium will then take away from your experience of walking down the stairs and actually emphasize that as a feature. So you will actually just circulate that feature without necessarily knowing that you're walking down the staircase, just about the way that we've utilized it. And also as you walk down, we have kept the level of the entrance slab at one level. So you actually enter into a space that ends up into a 1.5 volume. So the spaces are very voluminous, the ceilings are very high, and that in itself becomes an experience as generally in your living and dining and entertainment spaces, you don't always experience that 1.5 volume look. So as you enter and you arrive on the bottom section, because you've got the highest ceiling, you have better views actually towards the outside. So it actually opens up the view, which generally would be restricted by the slab at a normal level. There's another home that I would like to talk to you about as well, and actually the problem that we faced on this is exactly the reverse of the one that we have here. In this particular one, the slope is falling away from you, so as you enter you actually have to transition down a set of stairs to go down. In the other home that we did is actually just on the opposite side of the street. So actually what happens is that in this particular home, when you enter, you actually have to go up towards the house. And I'll show you the technique that we've actually utilized there in order to once again make the staircase part of an experience rather than just an access route to get from one point to the next. homes that we designed, we get beautiful views that are facing in a certain direction. And sometimes it becomes very complicated in planning the bedroom layout, because one wants that prize view as your ideal view as you wake up in the morning. So as you wake up, you would like to open the curtains and have that view, or you can sit in the bed and actually face onto the view. So in this particular home, we actually did stacked doors that open up that corner of the bedroom complete, so you almost get like a 180-degree view towards the view. But also what we did is we orientated the room so that the bed faces directly onto that view. So by doing that, we actually introduced a freestanding wall, and that freestanding wall is where the main bedroom actually faces, the bed faces onto the view, and the opposite side we actually utilize it to screen the view into the dressing room and into the bathroom, but utilizing that wall actually as a feature within that bedroom. As I previously mentioned, because of the slope of the house, you actually transition down towards your entertainment and living area at the bottom. But the opportunity that presented us with is that from the entrance, you go up half a level, actually up to your bedroom level. So you go up half a level to your bedroom level, and you transition down a level to go to your entertainment area. So it puts your main bedroom and all of your bedrooms at the top. And because we've got that centralized atrium, you actually have glass walls that walk around that atrium, but at the first floor. So you actually experience that atrium from the first floor looking down into that space, and obviously from the bottom looking up into that space as well. So it has become quite a spectacular feature in this home. So if you've enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video. Thanks so much for watching.